What we do here is go back.
And welcome back to The Girl Gang. So we are so excited to have you guys here today. Today is going to be probably one of the biggest topics I think everyone's going to want to talk and comment. Well, not even that. I think a lot of people are going to want to comment on this particular topic because it's very juicy, and I think it's something that a lot of people are going to have different opinions on. So without further ado, we're going to tell you guys right now what our video is. Are you ready to tell?
Yes.
Do you blame the other woman? So,
the hoe.
ooh, I like how good we look up close. So, the video is, do you blame the other woman? Meaning, when your boyfriend, husband, lover, even if it's a partner, a guy friend, whatever it is you guys are doing, if you guys are just fuck buddies, whatever it is, when they are caught talking to someone else, do you blame the other woman if the other woman knows that he's with you already? Because the reason why I brought this up today is because, let me know. I was about to say the same thing. So the reason why I told Conrad about this today is because I guess Mayweather's daughter is dating that young boy, NBA young boy, whatever. I don't even know. I can't keep up with these people. But on Baller Alert on Instagram, it said that she went after her boyfriend's other girl. Why would you even waste your time, your breath, your energy to go after the girl when you should be going at the man? Like, the man has to be concerned with your relationship. Like, he shouldn't even have other girls to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, like, I just feel like I would never blame the woman.
Ever, never. Even if she knew about you.
No. I'm saying, yes, I would blame them, but I definitely could not be like, yeah, screw you, blah, blah, blah. Mitch, like, oh my God, I can't believe you did this. Like, you're with my man, blah, blah, blah. And then go back to my man and act like it's all good and there's no problem.
No.
Right?
My problem will be with both of them. I'm going to go after him and I'm going to go after her. Because if you know about me, then you both are disrespecting me.
Exactly.
And that's where bitches get stitches.
No, for real, I just feel like it's one of those topics that a lot of women just just run to the woman and then they go back to the man like nothing happened. I'm sure, like, yeah, you're gonna talk about it, but they end up staying with the guy and repeatedly have this happen to them. Where they're having to watch their back, they're having to go through their man's phone, they're having to like stay on their toes to keep an eye on him when it's like you shouldn't have to deal with that in the first place.
But I also feel like even if the other woman knows about you, the man somehow, some way makes her feel comfortable enough to cross the line.
Exactly.
No girl's gonna cross the line just to do it. She has to feel comfortable. I mean, there are hoes out there that do that.
Yeah, but you know what?
You have to feel comfortable enough to do that, I feel like. That door has to be cracked open a little bit.
I feel like there's more women who love to cross that line.
True.
More than there's not. Because just like my mom always said, growing up, this is one thing that my mom always told me, and it's something that you have hair like right on your face.
Thank you. You're so beautiful.
Oh my God, thank you. No, there's one thing that my mom has always told me, and it's something that has stuck with me forever.
Tell me.
And this has been passed down from generations because my grandma told her too.
Abuelita?
Yes. So she told my mom, always make sure that you look good because there's always gonna be another woman that wants your man.
That's why I always try to suck it in, but it doesn't always work.
Listen, these days I just walk in like this. I don't even walk this way because I'm like wide glide if you see me from the front.
I'm like this.
She's like, honey, what do you want for breakfast? She's like sucking in, talking in. No, but I'm saying like it's so true. I feel like women, as soon as they find out that they're taken, that they have a boyfriend, that they're married, whatever it is, they want to run towards that person. And I'm like, it's so weird to me because if he cheats on you, just like Chloe, Tristan cheated on his ex baby mama who's just having a baby went and cheated on her with Chloe, or not cheated, but they had just gotten out of a relationship.
Supposedly.
Right away went to Chloe, and then they started dating. And I'm like, in my mind, if you left someone else and cheated on them and screwed around and fooled around on them, what makes me think that you wouldn't do that to me?
What makes you any different?
But there's girls that actually
think that they're gonna be different.
They're gonna be different, and not only that, they don't even not only think that they're gonna be the ones who change him or who are different and he wouldn't treat me like that. Not only that, they also feel like whoever the guy is, that they're worth sticking around. You know what I mean? Like, what does this guy have on you like that would make you stay in a relationship like that, knowing that this guy is sleeping around and then coming home to you at night? Like, that's the weirdest thing.
I have a friend who found out there's another woman, but they weren't like official anyways. And in the midst of all her emotions, the first thing she did was go after that woman. And I'm like, do you not understand that he's feeding you the same BS on the same damn spoon to both of you?
Yep.
So it's like, why are you gonna try to go out of your way and make her belittle her and make her feel dumb when you're just as dumb as she is?
Exactly.
Like, you're just as dumb, and you guys are both going back and forth arguing about who's known this person longer. It's like
you guys are both getting played either way.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you guys a quick backstory about a friend that I had who kind of like turned his friendship into liking me, okay? And he was like, please, like totally serious, was like, please, he's like, I don't care if you date other guys, I don't care if you like other guys. He's like, but as long as I know that you're the one that is coming home to me, I'm the one that's coming home to you only, and you're the only one that's coming home to me only, like, I don't care.
After you mess around with a guy, and then you come home that night.
Like it was totally normal. Like it was totally normal. He's like, listen, this is how it works with me. He's like, when I date somebody, he's like, just know that you're gonna be my main one. And he was like, I'll always come home to you. I won't stay out any other night. And I'm like, does this work for other women?
Yeah, some girls like
But
that.
he had a lot of money. And see, here's my thing. I don't like you for your money. I like you because you're my friend. You don't need to play this part or like try to front that you're this person. Like, chill, lay back, like just be yourself. Like, I've never been that person. But when there's things like that, this is why I always say be an independent woman. Because when you're dependent on a man, you're always having your hand out like this. The second they're gone, you're like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? Oh my God, I can't provide for myself. And those are the women, not all women, but for the most part, those are the women who keep staying around while their man is messing around.
Because they don't know what to do without them.
Yes.
They're providing for you, so you're not
gonna put up with whatever
that feeds you.
Yes, you're gonna put up with whatever BS they put you through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, has this ever happened to you before?
Yes.
Yes?
I dated a basketball player one time, and he would love to throw around, like when he was busy, he's like, well, you know, I play basketball, and I'm like, okay, I have a job too.
Yeah.
Like, that's your job. Am I supposed to be impressed by that? Because I'm not.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
I don't care how much money you have. I don't care if you have a lot, a little, like,
or
be
what
a
you
good
do.
person. Yeah, like, I don't care what you do. That's like, oh, it killed it for me. Well, that, and he was also talking about threesomes, and I was like, that's a whole other video. That's another video. But I was like,
we should do a video on that. What? Oh my God.
That's when I knew in my heart, like, oh no, I don't share. I'll kill you.
You're mine and mine's only.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I just had that one conversation about that.
Yeah.
But I've never been in that situation, I don't think. But actually, hold on, let me take that back. I was in a situation before I met Conrad, and it was the last guy that I even talked to or even gave attention to, because after this I was like, I am so over being single. I hate dating. I just want to focus on my career. And then boom, I met Conrad and got married.
Yeah.
But before him, I had met this guy who didn't live in Vegas, and he lived in California, and he like flew me out and like all this stuff. But he was the most sweetest, genuine, sincere person, and he was well known. Like he knew a lot of people. So he was well connected, and like he knew, like when we would go to restaurants and stuff, like he lived a lavish lifestyle, but that's not what attracted me to him.
Yeah.
I just felt like he was just so nice.
Person.
He had a big heart, and he was very sweet. So then when he flew me out to California, I went to see him in Orange County. We went to Nobu. He was like, oh my God, I want to bring your family here. I want to meet your parents. Like, The most sweetest person you'd ever think. My parents' anniversary was coming up. He's like, we should bring them to Nobu, like all this stuff. Take them on a boat ride. I was like, that is so sweet that you would even think about my parents like that, because my parents are everything. Like my family's everything to me. And then whatever, we ended up that I left the next day. Like I went back home the next day. And so like maybe 2 weeks go by. Obviously, like the phone calls start getting a little bit more like, oh, hey, sorry, I'm busy. And then he would call me and then I wouldn't answer. And then when I call him back, he wouldn't answer. So I'm not one of those people that's gonna run after you, okay? Like I'm just
You're not gonna beg for it.
Never, I will never do that. But when I saw the calls stopped coming and there was like excuses, and then I was just like, I'm done, right? So I'm telling my friend about this. We just happened to get together, me and another friend, and we were like, yo, I was like, hey, I met this guy, whatever, and I'm like, I'm so fucking over dating. Like, I hate just how people are these days. Like, if it's not for sex, like, they don't want to mess with you, but at the same time, you're like, damn, man, you 40 years old. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, I'm only 30 years old, and you're still messing around like you're 21. That's like, don't you want to settle down? But I get it. To each their own. It's not something that I have any say in. That's your life. But I ended up telling my friend, like, yeah, I met this guy in California, like, he's been hella shady, blah, blah, blah. I ended up telling her his name, and she was like, when did you say you were at his house? And I was like, oh, like 2 weeks ago on this particular day. And she was like, girl, I know exactly who that is. And she was like, I was there the very next day. She was like, if you're saying you left on Saturday, I was there on Sunday morning. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, Vegas is so small, everyone knows everyone. And this guy used to come back and forth to Vegas all the time. And she was like, yeah, she's like, he's been my fuck buddy for 2 years. Like, we randomly hook up and do stuff like all the time. And I'm like,
it's crazy.
What? You know what I mean? So I obviously, like, I'm not gonna be upset with her. She had no idea. But I'm more upset with him because I'm like, damn, he knew her and I were friends, and I didn't even know she knew him.
That's crazy.
So like he was being hella shady on his end, knowing that we were friends and still messing with me. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I blame him for that. I don't blame her. She had no idea.
I think every situation is different.
Yeah,
for sure. But I think it always falls, I don't know if I want to say it always falls more on the guy.
Really? I feel like it always falls more on the girl.
I think it depends on the situation, but I feel like in a relationship, like me and my partner, whatever, if I found out he was cheating, I would blame him more than I blame the girl. Yes, you can see on social media, you see we're together, but
no one knows what goes on behind the scenes.
But you must have made her feel comfortable enough to cross that line. That's just how I feel.
And then it's like, once you go back to that person, aren't you like, the trust is not there. The trust is out the door. Every time I would be, when I got cheated on, every time I was with him, I felt like he was with her and not me. Like, I pictured myself being the other woman. Like, what is he telling her when I'm not around? Or is he telling her the same things that he wants to be with me and marry me and have a life with me? Like, all trust is gone.
What about when you get trapped?
What do you mean you get trapped?
You don't know you're, you don't know you're the other woman. Remember that happened to me with the guy I was dating. I met him in Viva Las Vegas, and we were dating. We were dating, and like
and you would have really seen them together, and you would have never known that he even had a girlfriend.
But I think he had like a wife and like kids, and I think, and this is where I'm at fault, and I'll be. You know me, I'm super honest, and I ended up falling into that role of being that other woman because I think I was young, I was selfish, I didn't really care.
And you were out of a relationship. You just got out of a horrible relationship.
And I was just trying to block it out. He wasn't a bad person. I never felt like he was a bad person. I feel like he was very misunderstood, and he was never given the benefit of the doubt, so he just would rather be like, F it, I'm just gonna do it. Then whatever. He definitely like helped me build my self-esteem up after my past relationship. So I think that I just ignored it because I had found out afterwards because that person called me and was like, hey, do you know so-and-so? And I was like, no. Were you in Vegas? I was like, no, I'm sorry, this is the wrong number. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know that person. Hung up.
Oh my God.
Because
you also told me that.
Yeah, oh, I haven't?
No.
Because I also feel like he is a grown-ass man. It is not my responsibility to get involved in that. I didn't choose to be involved in that.
Here's another thing. Do you explain yourself? Because you don't know anything to her.
No, I don't know anything to her because I feel like
you need to handle that.
You need to figure that out between them because I didn't even know. And I'm not gonna sit here and try to figure it out for you. So then he had called me and he was like a timid puppy, like, hey. And I was like, hey. And I was like, what's up? He's like, well, obviously you know. And I'm like, well, yeah. And I kind of just laughed because I'm like, really, dude, of course. Like, the one guy you actor that I really click with, great. He was like trying to explain himself. And I'm like, listen, first things first, I didn't tell her anything. And he was like, you didn't? I go, no. I said, you're a grown-ass man. You know right from wrong. You need to handle that. It's not on my conscience, like, whether to tell her or not. Why am I going to go out of my way? Like, I'm not trying to be involved in any of that. Like, you figure it out. I didn't get involved in your business. You can let her know if you want what you did wrong. You know
exactly.
What I mean? But I was mad because I'm like, I asked you when we were hanging out, do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, and you lied.
He said it's complicated. But I was already like tipsy and other stuff.
Okay, it's her fault. Bye. This doesn't count. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, friend.
My lash. Where I'm like, okay, it's complicated, but when I'm like,
you're like, well, he didn't say he was
I'm like, okay, I guess you don't have a girlfriend, whatever. Yeah, but what I did wrong was I cut him out for like 3 months, and then I went back.
See,
and I was like, okay, if we're gonna do this, it's gonna be on my terms, and I'm not gonna feel like I'm the other. I try to take control as much as I could, even though at the end I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like this. Then I found out there's kids involved that weren't his. But I'm like, okay. Then I found out my parents are going through a divorce for a similar situation, and I'm like, okay, so am I going to be that person that destroys a family? And these kids look up to him. I was like, nope. I had to talk with him. I'm like, listen,
they'll
you
never
need to be the man that those kids look up to you and think that you are. Same, she deserves the man that you need to be for her too.
That's my friend, y'all. That's my friend.
I'm like, unless you're gonna walk away and give me what I need from you, I'm done. Don't contact me, nothing. Never talked to him after that, ever. Never reached out to him, nothing.
Good.
But I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You can't be that selfish, because I think that it also was a situation that I was in where I'm the kid now, and I'm like, this really can affect a whole family.
Yeah.
And you have to not be selfish, and you have to take yourself out of that situation. And after, I met my future husband.
See, I'm telling you.
Because I was willing to let go of
that for something better.
That was, it was like, oh yeah, it was like, you know, fulfilling, but there was no depth to it.
Yes.
It was more like fantasy. It was never reality, you know. But sometimes you get stuck being in that other room, and I feel like women also don't open up about that. They're scared to be like,
or feel ashamed or judged.
And I'm not at all, because I feel like I've learned so much from it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I had one more story. It's getting a little late. We've been talking, I feel like, too much, but we have some good stories, you guys. All I was gonna say is one time I got caught in someone's closet by someone's girlfriend, and I didn't know he even had a girlfriend, and I wasn't even trying to get with him. So I'm like, why are you hiding me? Like, what the fuck? Why are you putting me in this situation?
The scarves are all on top of you.
No! She didn't do that. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We love having you guys. As you guys know, this is the Girl Gang. We are a judgment-free zone. All women are welcome to join our gang. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure to give the video a like. Comment down below if you've been the other woman. If you would
let us know. No judgment here, because
no, there's not.
I mean,
listen, if we see judgment, you'll be kicked out real quick.
And like talk about it and
that's it. Yes, exactly. So let us know if you've been the other woman. Let us know, do you go after your man or do you go after the girl? What is your guys' opinion? I know this is a hot topic. I can't wait to read the comments. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Make sure again you guys are subscribed so you don't miss another video. And until next time, my friend,
we'll see you guys. Love you.
Bye.
I hope they don't judge me.
Oh, they gonna judge you.